Hey, my friends. Pastor David here with this week's Midweek Minute. We've been talking over the weekend, the last couple of weekends, about who Jesus is and how the real, relational, and relevant Jesus changes things for the way that we live each and every day. We talked a couple of weeks ago about how the fact that because of who Jesus is changes our relationship with the past, that our past is not fatal anymore. It doesn't end in disaster in any way because of Jesus Christ. This past weekend, we talked a little bit about who Jesus is and the relationship that has with our present living, with our day-to-day living. That because of Jesus pouring Himself into us when our hearts are open to Him, we have power for living our present lives. It's the power of creation itself. It's the power that enabled Jesus to turn water into wine and to deal with illnesses and demons and ultimately to defeat death. That's really the kind of power that Jesus pours into our lives when He becomes part of us. It's a power that reminds us of whose we are. It's the power of identity. It's the power of soul rest. That we can be held in the hands of God when we are battle weary and when the enemy assaults and when we're going through a hard time and we need to just persevere through it. It's the power over death, that we don't have to be afraid of death anymore because of Jesus conquering death. It's the power that helps us be an agent for change. That we can engage the world knowing that the power of Jesus in us can make a difference right here where we live and literally to the ends of the earth. And my challenge to us this week was to remember this very simple prayer. Jesus, would you accelerate your power in me and through me? My challenge was to find 5 minutes somewhere in the time you spend with Jesus, somewhere maybe morning and noon and before you go to bed, find 5 minutes to just stop and be quiet and listen and engage that prayer. Because when we do that, the power that Jesus pours into us is accelerated for our day-to-day living. This coming weekend, we're going to talk a little bit about the way the power of Jesus and who Jesus is affects our relationship with the future. It affects how we engage the tomorrows in our lives. So I hope you can be with us in either online through this coming weekend or in one of our campuses in person. And until then, remember, keep looking up, and I'll see you later.